Hello, hello, and welcome aboard the express train to Triumph Town, now offering non-stop service between foot and alien ass, as Perfidious Pete plays XCOM: The Long War. That's right, folks, we're on a little bit of a win streak here. We've had back-to-back missions with extremely solid performances from some of history's mightiest champions, and gotta admit, my initial reservations about Dr. Vahlen and Project Lazarus are quickly fallen by the wayside. In the face of some pretty overwhelming opposition, our little team has finally started to pull together, and I think these last few UFOs have been just the catalyst we needed to go from a ragtag bunch of misfits to a deadly, cohesive fighting force. I mean, if this was an 80s movies, folks, we'd be right in the middle of an inspiring training montage right now. You know, fixing up a rundown house, or restoring a beat-up old car, or doing a series of sweet kung fu moves while a Peter Cetera song played in the background, and Mr. Miyagi hurled deadly net hooks at our face, and Kamiko distracted us with a sexy fan dance / tea ceremony. It'd basically be the greatest 80s montage of all time. And we could live forever knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. A love of killing alien scumbags. That would be the thing that we did it for the love of. So you know what? I say we head on up to Mission Control here, crank up the old boombox, start scanning, and see if we can maybe spread a little of our newfound love to our alien friends. Also, before we look at this abduction mission, I gotta say, whatever happened to Elizabeth Shue between Karate Kid 1 and Karate Kid 2? I mean, Daniel-san at the end of Karate Kid 1 was taking Elizabeth Shue to the prom, and then at the beginning of Karate Kid 2, he shows up, staggering a little bit, looking, frankly, pretty hungover. His car is all banged up and smoking, and no Elizabeth Shue is anywhere to be seen. Then, the next thing Daniel-san does is immediately flee the country with his new friend, Mr. Miyagi.
Commander, we're receiving several urgent requests for assistance. There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
That's fine, Bradford. We'll get to it here. We're talking about Little Karate Kid Part 2. You gotta give me a minute here on this one. But back to the whole Elizabeth Shue thing. I mean, she's gone, Daniel-san flees the country, and then nobody ever speaks of Elizabeth Shue again. We never hear another word about her. It's just off to Okinawa, where Daniel-san falls head over heels in love with the lovely and vivacious Kumiko. But I gotta ask, what happened to Elizabeth Shue? Why do we not see her in the aftermath? I mean, is she dead in a ditch somewhere, the result of perhaps a drunken driving incident? We don't know what's going on there. One thing we do know is Elizabeth Shue is gone, and Daniel-san is eager to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm thinking there's a pretty dark little story somewhere in between the end of Karate Kid Part 1 and the beginning of Karate Kid Part 2, and it's a dark, dark story. One that maybe is best left untold, so you can think about that. What we're going to do, however, put together a team. I think Samuel Clemens is going to be leading us on this one. Attack armor, assault rifle, laser sight. Let's get rid of these high-capacity mags, actually, from Sammy. He does have double... He does have light 'em up. You know what? No, I'm going to rescind that. Keep the high-capacity mag, Samuel. You're actually kitted properly. We're going to let you roll with that. We do want a gunner, and I'm pretty sure Horatio Nelson is actually the only gunner we have on duty at the moment, right? Everybody else is tired? Let's just double-check. Yep, it's just Horatio Nelson. That's fine. We'll grab him. Admiral Nelson here, staring out into the void from atop his column. No longer. Now he's actually staring directly into the eyes of his enemies. And once again, he's ready to sacrifice all of it for Queen and country. And hopefully it won't come to that, but if it does, Horatio, we know you're the man who's willing to make the hard choice. Saw a laser sight. Let's get rid of this battle scanner, actually, for you, and give you... You know what? Let's go with the med kit for Admiral Nelson. The guy did have a proclivity for getting wounded in combat. I mean, that's no joke. Lost an eye, lost an arm. Was pretty much banged up all the time, really. A medic also would not go awry. So Joseph Lister is going to get the call on that one. Grab old Joe here. Attack armor, assault rifle, laser sight, med kits. Do we want to go with the laser sight for Joseph Lister? I think the answer is yeah, but instead of this assault rifle, let's give him an assault carbine instead. And we could go with a battle scanner here. Yeah, you know what? No, I don't think we'll need it. Let's go. That's 2 medkits. Yeah, let's get a scout, which I guess is going to be Ava Perone because she's the only game in town at the moment. She is. All right, we need a scout because we're going to need somebody to possibly run Overwatch for us. Ava, again, only game in town. We're going to get rid of that assault rifle, though, Ava. You need a shotgun, my dear. My lovely little thing. It's shotgun for you. Probably not going to need this laser sight. Let's replace that with, say, a flashbang. I think that's going to hold you in much better stead. You're fast enough to keep the tack armor. We're cool with that. You can go ahead and hang on to that. And that just leaves us one other choice. I do want to take one rookie on this mission, so we're going to get that nailed down. The question is, do we want an assault trooper? We could take Eleanor Roosevelt. Also got a Teddy Roosevelt here. We could take Teddy. Could theoretically also take a sniper or an engineer. I really wouldn't mind having an engineer. Let's see if we have one who's close. Marie Curie probably could level. Could one of our assault troopers level? Could we get an Eleanor Roosevelt a level? Probably not. Eleanor actually much further away from level. So you know what? We're going to err on the side of the level. We are still looking to, of course, get our barracks upgrade. So I think we're going to go with Marie Curie on this one. And we're going to change Marie's loadout a little bit. Marie going to grab a shotgun. She has a good enough aim. She doesn't really need any aim boosters. We're going to get rid of those laser sights because not going to need it with the shotgun. And considering the fact Marie Curie is a grenadier, we're going all HE grenades. Mostly it's going to be cover destruction. That's our job for Marie. She's there to set us up and give the rest of our troopers better shots. And that just leaves us looking for a rookie to fill in the gap here. Alright, who do we got? These two guys actually I think have both been on missions before, right? Have you been on a mission before, Netcruise? You have, and 10 EXP from a level. Well, you're getting the call on this one, Mohammed, because we're going to need somebody to get a level. Also, your 7 health total, I think, kind of makes up for your somewhat lackluster speed. We are going to get rid of that flashbang, however, and give you a battle scanner instead. Would I rather have 2 battle scanners, or would I rather have 2 flashbangs? You know, I think I'd rather have 2 battle scanners, in all honesty. I'd rather know where the enemy is than have them maybe miss 1 shot. So, this is our crew. Let's get to work. Off to China. We're going over to Southeast Asia just like Danielson did from, you know, after prom, fleeing the cops. There's some sinister shit going on there. I'm telling you, that story, somebody needs to make that movie. We need to find out exactly what happened to Elizabeth Shue in the wee hours after the prom. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. This map again? Alright. So, getting a little salty here. We're getting a lot of bad draws on the randomized map generator. I am not pleased. This is the second time now in like 11 or 12 missions that we've fought on this map. Both of our abduction... Actually, I think both of our abduction missions have been on this map. Which I hate, by the way. Just like to point out. I hate this map a lot. I really hate it a whole bunch. And we started in the worst possible starting position from the looks of things.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is...
Oh, no, this is entirely different. This, if...
Reading you 5 by 5.
Okay.
Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
So my salt levels are supreme. This actually may be worse than the other possible starting location. I'm not sure if there is there's less cover on any map. The saltiness. Okay, yeah, it's... The salt is real, folks. The salt is real. I am the Morton Salt Factory right now. Oh, I'm a little... Alright then, we're just going to have to try and deal with it. We're going to have to be very careful with how we approach this. I really would love to take cover behind this SUV, but I'm concerned we might spawn a pod.
Moving.
Joseph Lister, do not spawn a pod. Alright then, nicely done. Also, the camera angles over in this place, real wonky here. Real wonky. And Ava Perron, give me that battle scanner. We gotta know where some enemies are. I do not want to advance this way at all. I'd prefer to come up this angle. So if you could, Ava, reveal a potential way to attack this map. That's kind of what we need. No enemies, huh? I find that a little bit difficult to believe, but I'm going to trust the battle scanner against my better judgment. We're going to get Horatio Nelson in a forward firing position so we can get that big saw of his into action. And of course, when I say get a big saw of his, I'm actually referring to Admiral Nelson's penis. Of course, the guy known as having one of the biggest dongs in the history of Her Majesty's Navy. And this camera angle is really fucking with me. So we've got, looks like 2 sectoids and some drones there. They're not actually popped yet, but I have to assume that pretty much anything we do as far as moving forward is going to activate them. Let's take old Mark Twain forward here and see if he's not the right man for the job. We got 3 sectoids activated. Mark Twain will have a shot on the plus side. It's not even a terrible shot, really. And he's in full cover. We're going to take this. Alright, not necessarily what we needed, but we're going to have to make do because it is what we got. That cruise with... a bad chance to finish him off, but it is a chance. I think we should take it. Oh, fantastic. And the Cruz has earned a promotion. And when it says he earned a promotion, you're goddamn right he earned it. He earned every single little bit of that one. This sucks. We got a bunch of troopers who aren't going to be able to do shit or are going to have the worst possible cover of all time. So we're going to bring Ava Perón over, have her take cover behind this statuary lion. I don't know what the hell we're going to do with Joseph Lister. I think we just have Lister flip around to this full cover and go into Overwatch, honestly. I really can't think of a better move. The good Admiral going to take a little bit of cover, and man, we don't have a whole lot of opportunity here for Marie Curie either. So I think just more Overwatch. Let's see if we can make the sectoids come to us and chew them up a little bit on the way in. By the way, if you find a pre-chewed sectoid, please note that the author did not get paid for that. It's like finding a book without a front cover. You should not purchase or at least handle a pre-chewed sectoid. Very dangerous. A lot of potential for bacterial contamination with the pre-chewed sectoid as well. So again, avoid at all costs. Admiral Nelson has a shot, and frankly, we're going to take it. If he can shoot without moving, we're going to have to do it. But that was a pretty profound miss, actually. This is real risky. Let's see what Samuel Clemens can do. 46 or 46. So we've got 46 and 46. What can Necroz do? 37 and 37. So we're in a weird position here. Ava Perón can get a flank shot on either of these units. We can move her in a fashion as to have a flank shot either on that guy crouching behind a bench or on this guy behind the planter. We can do it either way by moving her there. If possible, however, I'd like to kill one of these guys before we have her take that move. I think this guy is the better target. Really, this one could go either way. We need a little luck here, Sam. That was not, sir, what we needed. You got to get this guy, Clemens. All right.
Out of the game.
Yeah, that's right. Twain is putting him down, 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 like he did Duke in Tom Sawyer. Actually, I don't really remember what happened to Duke and Tom Sawyer. This is lightning reflexes, so Ava should be fine. And the Argentinian people will not weep today, for Ava Perón has successfully dodged a little bit of fire. A 98%. This is almost certainly a kill. Ava Perón getting some shit done for us. So that's going to give us a chance to get Madame Curie into the fight. Let's get her up behind this car.
Time to motor.
Should be a safe move. We're going to try and get Joseph Lister forward as well. We don't want to pop that other pod. We know it's back there, so we're going to be a little cautious. I think we have Necroz move and reload. Or possibly go on Overwatch. Overwatch also... You know what? No, let's reload. Got some troopers who are a little lower on ammo than I'd like. We're going to have Joseph Lister advance to there, and the founder of Antiseptic Surgery is going to be on Overwatch. Just in case old Admiral Nelson can't patch himself up after getting his arm blown off by a stray cannonball. And you say, the enemies don't even have cannonballs, Pete. How could he possibly get his arm blown off by a stray cannonball? Let me just say, if anybody can find a way to do it, Nelson is our guy. We're going to move to the corner cover here for old Clemens. He's going to reload. I think we're just going to play this one real conservative. We do not have fantastic cover. I would prefer to not pop this pod just yet. I'd like to get everybody a little better positioned and reloaded. Full ammo when encountering the enemy is always desirable, if possible. Let's get Admiral Nelson in a little better position. He's not going to get a reload because that was a dash. That's fine. We could probably deal with that. A little Overwatch from Madame Curie. If we have another battle scanner, we'll try to get it out there so we can see exactly where those sectoids are. These guys are playing a little hard to get for a unit that's not popped, I gotta admit. I would have expected them to come our way by now. Because what I really, really gotta know is... Are you gonna go my way?
Position confirmed.
All I got to know... Oh shit, there's two pods. Should have probably deployed the battle scanner before moving. Really probably should have done that. I'm bad at XCOM. My ineptitude continues unabated. I have never found a situation I could not find a way to fuck up. Now, on the plus side, we could do some real nasty shit here with Madame Curie. If we could get her in range with a grenade, we could really fuck some shit up. Problem is, pretty sure we're not going to make that happen. We are going to have Horatio Nelson absolutely take this 78% shot at that drone, though. Bye-bye. And the hero of Her Majesty's Navy getting some shit done for us there. Everybody is in cover vis-a-vis these units. I'm thinking it's Overwatch trap time. We're going to have Joseph Lister fall back.
Moving.
Antiseptic surgery be damned. We would prefer to need no surgeries at all. It's Overwatch with Ava Perone, Madame Curie, and old Sammy Sam Clemens. See if we can get one of these sectoid bastards to come into our window, Melissa Etheridge style, and pump his guts full of lead. Well, Macaulay Culkin style. He was the king of pumping guts full of lead, after all. This is not going to go well for us. Joseph Lister's going to be fairly badly exposed to this guy. We could be looking at Lister getting flanked. That would be unfortunate. We're just wasting ammo here, guys. There's no way you guys are going to hit this. The hit percentage on this has got to be very, very low. I would appreciate it if you just stop wasting the ammo, honestly. You're fucking shitting me. That is some bullshit right there. That was nonsense. That had to be like a 2% fucking shot. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on it, XCOM. I'm bullshitting that one. I'm saying it. Straight up bullshit. Calling it. Little upset. Could have really used that one, Horatio. Madame Curie can't really do a whole lot. Clemens can see 3 enemies, which is 3 too goddamn many. Alright, Twain. We need a hit here. And I can't help but notice, Twain, that that was not a fucking hit. You know what? Let's change targets. Let's try this guy instead. It's more important to get him. Alright. Nicely done, Mark Twain. That was nothing less than huge, actually. 37% for Necruz is frankly not good. Ava Perone has kind of got to fall back. We really sort of need to get a heal on her. We can't really risk having her take another shot. She's going to go down. And the problem is, Ava is our scout. So that sucks. What can we do with a grenade? Not necessarily anything useful at all. Joseph Lister, what can you do? You can take one very terrible shot. We're going to actually have you go in Overwatch. Curie, you're 1% to hit him because we gave you a shotgun, so no real need to have you in that neighborhood, is there? I'm debating. I can't decide. I'm waffling how to handle this. I think we go for the grenade kill here. So let's get, or we could hunker down. No, we're gonna. Okay, never mind. This is the much better play. This could theoretically generate a kill. If nothing else, it's gonna make this guy move because his cover will be gone. You tell him, Curie. How did that do no damage? And fail to destroy cover, I might add. And Necruz has no shot at all. It's Overwatch here. We're just going to have to hope we can discourage him from moving forward. I got to assume he's just going to take a shot from where he's at. Yeah, he's going to get Mind Link and take a shot. We got too many pods collapsing on us at once here. If this hits again, you've got to be fucking kidding me. How is that shot hitting? Oh my god, I'm so salty. We're getting torn apart by fucking sectoids. This is ridiculous. Absolute absurdity and nonsense. Across the board. 28%. We threw a grenade at that guy. He should have no cover. Well, we can't leave Madame Curie here. We've had 2 units in a row get shot from this position by the same damn sectoid. We got to do something. 64% flank shot, honestly, I think is probably better than the grenade. This could get a kill. Frankly, we needed that. Desperately needed that. We got 2 46%ers. Well, 1 46% with Clemens because he's going to have to reload. He did hit, but did not enough damage. It's going to be a reload for you. Necruz, what do you got? 37 is fucking terrible. Ava Perone still can't do jack. Nelson doesn't even have a shot. We're going to put him on Overwatch then. It's basically Necruz or nothing. Joseph Lister is going to heal himself. Yeah. That's the right move for Lister. Gonna have him patch himself up. It's a good thing we brought the father of antiseptic surgery, because we're gonna need that shit. We're gonna need more than a little antiseptic after this, I got a feeling. We're gonna do some Overwatch there just to sort of discourage the enemy from moving. I don't want to shoot at this guy at a 37% shot, but if we don't take the shot, he's just gonna stay where he is and fucking pick us apart. So I say we take it. It's a bad gamble. And it didn't pay out, so yeah, that was probably the wrong move. Also, I think that's emptied Necruz's weapon as well. This guy can't even see anybody. Alright, I was going to be real salty if he took a shot. I'm still going to be salty because I'm sure he's going to move forward, take a shot, and get some kind of miracle connection here. This guy is a fucking sniper. Oh, if that had hit, I'd have been, yeah. So my salt levels are it's indescribably high at the moment. Please kill this guy, Nelson. Damn you, Nelson. This is a, you know what? That miss was in pure protest from Admiral Nelson based on the fact that he has a Canadian flag on his back. He's straight up protesting the whole Canadian moniker. He is a dyed-in-the-wool, confirmed British man, and he wants no part of the Canadian flag. None at all whatsoever. We have two very bad shots here. Now, Cruz, what do you got? Still real bad shots. I'm amazed that Ava Perón can honestly even see these enemies. I'm real tempted to have her throw a flashbang, actually. We could almost certainly get a kill with Marie Curie and her shotgun. I think it's worth the risk. This is a flank shot. This is can't miss, and it's a kill. We're taking it.
See you in hell.
So Marie Curie has been getting a lot of good shit done for us. It's 28%. That's almost not even worth taking. Now, Cruz, how much health have you got? Quite a bit. We're going to put you in a bad spot on purpose, Cruz.
Solid copy.
We're going to see if you can do any better. Still, no. A terrible, terrible hit percentage. But we need the spot you were occupying for Horatio Nelson.
Moving.
He's got to have a better shot from here. Not really, actually. So now we're in a bit of a conundrum. We could have Ava Perón move forward and throw a flashbang. Problem, I don't think she's going to be able to throw one far enough. Lister, what do you got? 33% is, sadly, our best bet. We're taking it. So the father of modern surgery is going to fire uselessly. Samuel Clemens, what can you do? 231s, we're going to have to take them. Now, when all these miss, folks, be aware, I do have a bit of a backup plan here for the Admiral. Actually got a hit, surprisingly. I have to admit my disbelief there. So Ava Perón is going to advance to here. We're going to have Ava Perón hunkered down because we need her hunkered down. Unless she has a really good hit percentage, which I doubt. Yeah, 5%. That's frankly ridiculous. So she's going to hunker down. Nelson, suppress that guy.
Keeping him down.
We don't want to move him. We got to give him an aim penalty if we can. And if I could, I would try and get a flashbang on him, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. So it's Overwatch then, and I'm feeling a little bit of pressure from sectoids, folks. Here I was rolling high, making fun of Danielson for fleeing the country after committing a possible vehicular manslaughter. And now, who's the other end of the vehicle that's getting the manslaughter? We are! If this hits, it's a good thing that did not hit, because I would have had every chunk of fucking sodium chloride in the universe in my bloodstream. Lister, I need this to hit, my friend. You got to do something. So far, you've managed to take damage and heal yourself, and that's the extent of what you have contributed to the mission. Well done. We're going to move Marie Curie here, but we're not going to take this shot yet. Also, it's not a good shot, which probably means it's a good thing we didn't take it. Is this guy in any form of cover? He has half cover from both corners. The Cruz is out of ammo. I gotta assume Samuel Clemens has a pretty reasonable shot here, right? 246s, we're gonna take him. God damn you, Twain. You always do 1 damage less than we need. What the hell is wrong with you, Twain? Alright. I take it back, Samuel Twain, or Mark Twain. Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain, Samuel Twain, Mark Clemens, whatever the shit your name is. Fucking pick a name, by the way. Not into your whole, I have a pseudonym, man. Pseudo-my-nym is what you can do. By that, I mean suck my dick. When I say pseudo-my-nym, I mean lick my genitals.
Yeah, boy.
We're going to bring Ava Perón up here. We're going to have... Oh, Nelson's out of ammo. Well, I guess Nelson's going to reload since he emptied his weapon. We're going to have Ava Perón take a shot here. 59%. If this does not connect, we have a backup plan. So let me get this straight, XCOM. We threw a goddamn HE grenade from a grenadier at that thing. Didn't get the kill. But a shotgun blast from Ava Perón can take it apart. You can eat my balls. Just take them both in your mouth, swirl them around your tongue a little bit, because that's what you deserve. That is, frankly, bullshittery of the highest degree. So Operation Patient Knife here, gonna have to put a few of our troopers under a patient knife since we took an egregious number of wounds from some remarkably accurate sectoid concentrated firepower. Really, the only thing that's concentrated right now is my salt levels. Extremely concentrated. Dead Sea levels of concentration here, folks. Everyone could float in my blood right now. We sent 6 troopers out, 3 of them got wounded, and of course, our medic, Joseph Lister, does not have field surgeon, and also, I'd like to point out, did not get promoted. Of course, the reason he didn't get promoted is that he did fuck all on that mission. He managed to get himself shot and waste ammunition, so probably didn't deserve a promotion. At least Horatio Nelson was getting shit done. This is the man that protected the Queen's seas for a good long while, and now we can see why, because he's damn good at his job. Hollow targeting for Admiral Nelson. Henceforth, he will be standing on the forecastle with a spyglass in hand, marking troops, marking units, and calling shot ranges for the rest of our troopers. Playing to Admiral Nelson's strengths there. Marie Curie, got no complaints with what you brought to the table except for that whole fucking grenade thing. Now, in your defense, you didn't have Sapper at the time, so you do less damage to objects, but come on, it was an HE grenade, and that was a concrete planter. You should have taken that shit apart. I mean, Ava Perón took it apart, and she did it with a shotgun. I really don't feel that Mark Twain deserved a promotion there. He missed a lot. You missed a lot, Twain. A lot. You missed a lot. You know, normally I would not take Executioner, but in this situation, I'm very seriously considering taking Executioner. And covering fire is okay, too. Let's look deeper down in the tree and see what else has possibly switched here. We could go with Executioner and Aggression. 10% critical per enemy in sight with a max of plus 30. You know, I think Opportunist is probably better. Suppression Deadeye. What is this? Gain plus 15 aim against flying targets. You know what? That's actually a really good ability. It doesn't sound like much, but surprisingly, that's something I would very strongly consider taking a lot of the time, although it's on the same rank as Suppression, so probably not. Sharpshooter, plus 10 critical chance in all situations and 10 aim against enemies in full cover. Pretty good. Lock and Load, well, there's your winner. Lock and Load is just straight up better. Tactical Sense actually also is pretty good. Man, Tech Sergeant has really, that's a competitive level there. Resilience, you know, I'm not going to poo-poo Resilience. It does have its uses. Sentinel's real good, though. Let's bring him on. Not that fantastic. Rapid Fire is pretty much a must-take. Yeah, that's alright. So you know what? We're going to go with the Covering Fire. It seems like infantry guys are more designed for overwatching purposes in defensive situations than previously. This is an interesting situation. We do not have a Rocketeer yet. Now, my hatred for Rocketeers at this point is pretty damn well documented. I don't like them at all. They suck. They're shitty, and they seem to make them shittier every single version. That being said, we need one Rocketeer. We gotta have one, because we need somebody to eventually be turned into an archer. I may only run 1 or 2 mechs, and if I'm only running 1 mech, we're gonna need Rocketeers, and actually multiple Rocketeers to run that particular suit. I really, really like archers. They are fantastic. So the question is, do we make the crews here a Rocketeer? And start training him up. I don't even like taking Rocketeers in missions, though. The question is, would I even bother to level him? Or do we just wait and see if somebody randoms into a Rocketeer? That's the other option. We could random him. The problem is with Necruz's stats, he's not really well suited to anything. He's got a bad will. His speed is substandard. He has a high health total, which is useful as long as he's only getting shot. And his aim is mediocre. You know what? No. We're actually going to make the sacrifice here. This is going to be a Rocketeer force. Rocketeers do have some interesting abilities. They have changed them a little bit. Heat Warheads is more useful early on. Snapshot is frankly a must-have, even though Fire in the Hole is actually pretty good. Rapid Reaction is not... it's not really takeable. Suppression, Platform Stability, Shredder Ammo, you sort of got to take. Mayhem is important. And considering what it's up against, it's almost a gimme. Shock and Awe, an additional 1 standard rocket to be fired per battle. That's useful. Double tap, not going to be useful. He's going to have to aim to not hit shit. Tandem warheads on a Rocketeer actually would be okay. Then again, why am I looking at these abilities? It doesn't matter. This is pointless. He's never going to be this high rank as a Rocketeer. We're going to chop him into an archer instead. Never mind the crews. I'm just wasting time because I'm dumb. So Operation Patient Knife is over then. 8 sectoid corpses, a drone wreck, 1 Illyrium. 9 alien alloys, 9 weapon fragments. We did pick up 11 meld. Apparently there was 1 canister. that was still available for fetching once we wrap things up. 80 credits, of course, and Panic decreased in China.
Remember,
and
we will be watching.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if you watched less Optimus Prime. I mean, seriously, don't stop watching me. Maybe go watch something a little more entertaining. And I mean, the new season of Orange is the New Black premieres soon on Netflix. Why don't you go watch that? Maybe binge watch seasons 1 and 2 and get caught up so you're ready when the new season comes out. Your Daredevil's pretty good. You could maybe binge watch that instead. Mostly, I'm just concerned with you not watching me because I hate you and I don't ever want to speak to you again, Optimus Prime. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, which is what I was trying to say before Optimus Prime so rudely interrupted me. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us, and I think we should really start a lobby for the whole Daniel LaRussa thing. That kid is a wanted criminal, and just because he fled the jurisdiction of where Elizabeth Shue got killed doesn't mean he shouldn't answer for his crimes, folks. So, you know, maybe get on that. Hashtag LaRussa pays. If you, of course, want to see all our XCOM, including my ridiculous conspiracy theories about the Karate Kid Part 2 specifically, consider subscribing as well. Make sure you catch every episode. We post new episodes of XCOM daily. For now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.